In this video, I'm going to explain about how to read input values using IO package. So first I will open the editor to type our Java program, and I will click on File, New. We will choose the Java as language. This is the default code that is automatically generated by this tool. So my requirement is here we need to import java.io star package. IO means input output related classes, interfaces, abstract classes, methods, any predefined attributes or properties that are defined in that package, all are available to our program. So when you keep the star mark, it indicates that what are the things that are defined under IO package. IO means input output. So here it is read input value. So read input demo, just I'm giving. So how do we read input values using Java IO package? So first, before explaining about because I'm going to use some of the interfaces, classes, methods of IO package. First, I will show you the complete signature of those methods or constructors or classes. I need a requirement that is called input stream reader. Input stream reader ISR is equals to new input stream reader. See, input stream reader is a built-in class that is defined in IO package. Just simply I created an object. This ISR is object of input stream reader class. This class is defined in IO package. Now this constructor is actually expecting something. What it is expecting I will show you by opening the command prompt and all. So I'm opening the command prompt. Yeah, there is a command called JavaP. If you want to get the complete profile of a particular class or a particular interface, particular abstract class, we have to use this command JavaP space name of the package and which class we want to see that is input stream reader. I want to check what are the things that are defined under input stream reader class. So input stream reader is a class that is defined under IO package. So this is called fully qualified name. If you specify the class name from the root package onwards, then it is called as fully qualified name. So Java is the super package, IO is the sub package. Inside there is a class defined with the name input stream reader. I want to check what are the things that are defined inside this. See, by pressing the enter button, I am getting this much of information. What is the information I received? Input stream reader is a built-in class which extends a built-in class called reader. And there are how many constructors are defined here? If you see here, this is first constructor, this is next constructor, this is one more constructor, this is one more. So four constructors. Why I call them as constructors? Because constructors are having the same name as their class name. See, and the first one is expecting an object of type input stream. The second one is expecting two arguments, one stream object and one string object. The third one is expecting some three arguments, of different types. Again, also one more thing also. So there are four types of constructors are there. So we can access any one as per our requirement. And here just I will try to copy this. I will redirect the output of this command to a sample text file. Suppose sample1.txt. Now if I type sample.txt, now a text file is open. Sorry, my file name is sample1, but I typed here as sample. That is the reason it is generating error. So sample1. We have to type the name of the file along with the extension so that whatever the output that is generated on the command prompt, that is redirected and that is displayed in a text file. Now I can highlight here very clearly. This is the first type of constructor which is expecting input stream object. And there is one more constructor called input stream reader. This is also expecting two arguments, and next one is expecting two arguments, next one is expecting some three arguments, like that. Okay, this is about it. So how I got this information on a notepad? Very simple. I will show you. This is the command. Actually, I typed the command java p space java.io.input stream reader. Then whatever the output that is going to be generated by this command, that is redirected to another file. I named it as sample1.txt. So whenever, now if I want to open sample1.txt, just simply I need to type the file. Automatically it will open in the notepad like this. Like this we can get the information about any of the built-in classes. Suppose for example java p space, if I want to know much information about string class, so string class is defined under which package? Lang package, lang dot string. Then it returns the list of things that are defined under string class like this. So string is having this many number of it, this one, see, much information is available under string class. So many things are defined under the class called string.java. String is a built-in class that is developed by the developers. So what are the things that are developed, defined? See, this many number of constructors are there, this many number of methods are there, many more things are there. Like this we can get the complete information about any of the class or abstract class or interfaces with the help of java p command. Now come back to our program. So input stream reader is expecting what? Input stream. So here system dot in, please look at here, system dot in. So why I explained the previous command means because I am going to justify that why I pass the argument system dot in as part of the constructor of input stream reader. If you observe here, input stream reader is expecting an object called input stream. So here in place of input stream I supplied system.in. What is system, what is in? I will show you. Actually when we are going to print some information, we are using system.out.println. So in system, S is capital means it is a built-in class. This class is defined under java.lang package. Suppose if I want to get the complete picture about the system class, I need to type like this, java p space fully qualified name of the target class which I am looking for. Then it returns many things. If you see here, there is a variable called n in, that is of type java.io.input stream. Okay, according to our previous result, actually input stream reader is expecting input stream object. So in place of input stream object, I can pass this one. What is that one? This one. This one I can pass it. I will show you. Sorry, in the command prompt it is there. In place of input stream object, I can pass in. Why? Because in is an object of one of the object of input stream. It is by default static modifier and final type variable. So majority of the times we are using system.out.println. So system is a class. Inside system there is a variable object defined that is with the name out. System.out.println generally use it to print the output, display the output. Similarly, system.in is used to read the input. So the aim of the program is how do we read input values using IO package. So there is a variable or object called in that is defined under system that we are passing as an argument to the input stream reader. So that is the meaning of this statement. After that, buffered reader. Buffered reader is also one more class that is defined in IO package only. I am creating object for this buffered reader. Buffer reader br is equals to new buffer reader. Now first I will check what are the different variables, constructors, methods that are defined under buffer reader class. I will come back to my command prompt. This I will clear the previous contents. So java p space java.io. Because buffer reader is defined under IO package. Buffer reader. Then what it returns? It returns all the information that is defined inside the class buffer reader like this. So first if you want to view the same thing in a notepad, then what I should do? What should I do? I need to give like sample2.txt. For my previous file I given sample1.txt. Now I given sample2.txt. Now if I want to view sample2.txt, I need to type like this, sample2.txt. Then it opens a file like this. What is this file contains? This file contains the blueprint of bufferreader.java. So bufferreader.java is a built-in class. It is defined by the Java developer. What they define inside, they define few constructors like this. You see, because we are going to use a constructor, one of the constructor, this one we are going to use in our program. Buffered reader is expecting what kind of object? Reader object it is expecting. We already created an object of type input stream reader. Reader means we can pass any reader object. Already we created a reader object called ISR. This ISR we can pass as an argument to the buffer reader. This one. So I am justifying why I passed ISR as an argument to buffer reader constructor. Why? Because why we passed it? Why? Because it is holding this one. It is expecting reader object, reader class object as an argument is expected by buffer reader, one of the buffer reader constructor. We already created input stream reader ISR. ISR is the name of the object of reader class. So that object we passed it. Now what are the methods that are defined under buffer reader? You can see there is a method called readline method. You can just I am highlighting this one because I am going to use this method now. Readline method return type is string type. It returns something to us, so we need to hold it. What type of value it is written? It returns string objects. Method name is readline. If I want to access readline method, I need to create object for the buffer reader class. Why I need to create buffer reader class object? Because it is defined inside the buffer reader class. So already I created an object, so only thing is I need to access it. While beer dot read line is not equals to null, then we are going to print it. What are the information that is typed by the user that we are going to print here? Here actually readline method returns something to us. So here what I am doing, I will hold that variable in a value in a variable called s. If s is not equals to otherwise I will do it like this. I will remove this one. If s is not equals to null, but before that I need to declare what is s. S is an object of type string s, and it is initialized with br dot read line. Br dot read line. Just now I explained readline is a method defined under buffer reader. That is the reason I accessed this readline method with the help of buffer reader object. But readline method returns string object. That is the reason we declared a string object s. So the return value is held by s. Is the return value contains something or not? If return value does not hold anything means no need to print. If it returns it is holding something means we need to print the value of s here. Very simple program it is. So while loop begins and we need to close the while loop, and main method is closing, class is closing. Read input demo. And here one more important thing I will show you at the time of running this application. This program will raise an exception message. Why it raises an exception message I will explain. First, before that I need to save this program. What is the name of the program we given? Read input demo. Read input demo.java. Now open the command prompt. So currently we are in D drive only. We need to move to our respective directory, that is Java lab. Now Java C space name of the file read input demo.java. So there is an error message. Yes, as I told you that while compiling we will face an exception related message that is called unreported IO exception, and they given one, it must be catch, it must be caught or declared to be thrown. Why? I will show you. Why? Because as part of the defining this readline method, if you see, if you observe the signature of the readline method, which one? Readline with string is. If you observe the readline method signature, by default it throws something to us. When it throws something is to us, we are ready to handle it or we are ready to catch it. That is the reason the command prompt at the time of running our application, we are getting inside the command, we are getting this. It must be caught or declared to be thrown. So how can we throw this one? After the method name, main method, by using the throws keyword, you have to specify what type of exception is raised by that readline method. That exception name we should specify here after the main method like this. What is the type of the exception that is raising here? IO exception, I capital, O capital, E capital. Java is case sensitive. Be careful with the lowercase letters and uppercase letters. Now, so once I provided this throws class after the main method, now I saved this file. I will compile again. See this one. So successfully compiled. There are no errors. Now Java read input demo. So actually this method is expecting an input file, input from us. So there is something we got it. What is that? A linkage error occurred while loading main class has been opened by more recent. Okay. Yeah, actually, because it's directly we provided a message like this, but before that, we need to provide a message to the user. Please enter the information, enter the input values. We need to provide a message to the end user. Enter input or input values. Just we are providing some description message. So while compiling, I'm getting an error because of some Java path settings. I will solve it. Just wait. I will open my PC and the C drive. Program files. Java is located in this folder and JDK inside this file. Set path is equals to whatever I call. See, enter input. So here, this I will do like this. See. So why it is continuously printing? Why? Because I given an infinite loop condition. You can check this. So read line is not equals to null. Not equals to null means we are continuously giving input. So when it returns null, when you stop passing input values, then it stop. So that means here instead of using a loop, what I will do a small thing. So first I will read the username, enter name, that is holded in S1 variable. Again I will copy these two statements. This time I will change enter department name. Enter department name. This time I change the name of the variable as S2. Now after assigning value to S1 and after assigning value to S2, I am printing both the values of S1 and S2 like this. System.out.println. First I am going to print the name of the user. So name, this one I am going to print like the name of the variable is stored in a variable called S1. This I am copying this one and I am going to paste this with the help of this one. The second one is department name. Department name. Department name is holded by which variable? S2. S2 is object of string class. String is not a data type, it is a class. I have opened this. Just I will clear the previous results. Now, if you see this one, I am using this command for compilation. I'm running now. Now it is asking to enter my name. So I entered my name. After that, it is asking to enter my department name. This. That means how do we read input values using Java IO package with the help of readLine method. So readLine method is defined in which class? Buffer reader. So if you want to access readLine method, we need to create object for buffer reader. But buffer reader is expecting what? Buffer reader is expecting a reader object. So where the reader object input stream reader ISR, that is the reader object. Actually, our aim is to access this method only, readLine method. But readLine method is defined under buffer reader. So we created an object for buffer reader. But buffer reader constructor is expecting a reader object. Because of that reason, we are again created a reader object for input stream reader ISR is equals to new input stream reader. But why we passed this one? Why? Because it is expecting input stream object. So IN is an input stream object. It is a static member. Static members are directly accessed by the class name. If you want, you can observe here. I will show you here. So Java P space Java dot lang dot system. See, in is a static object. In is a static member. If static members are accessed by their class name, please remember in Java, if any member is static, that can be accessed by the class name. What is the name of the class? System. That is the reason we access this in object with the help of system class. So it is a very simple program how to read input values using IO package. So I took the help of input stream reader class as well as buffer reader class.